it's Cherise Marie live in your feed again. Hello. Oh my goodness. I hope all the technology works today. I have been a little bit technology challenged today. So we'll see how it goes. I hope a whole bunch of you join because we're going to have some fun today. We are talking all things Pinterest all week. We are meeting again tomorrow at 1 o'clock Mountain. That is 3 p.m. Eastern and noon Pacific. So I hope that one of these times this week has worked for you, or maybe you've caught all the videos because every single one we're covering different stuff. Because that's just the way I roll. If you are here, say hello. If you're watching the replay, go #replay and say hello anyways. I'd love to know who's here, who's watching. Hey, sis. We are so thrilled. Sylvia's my secret partner. She's kind of shy, so say hi to Sylvia. And we are Pinterest specialists. We talk all things Pinterest. We help entrepreneurs supercharge their marketing strategy using Pinterest so they can have the impact and income they dream of without working harder. It's all about working smarter and not harder. Now, raise your hands if this is you. If you're on a replay, go #replay. Yes, this is me. Raise your hand if this is you, okay? Are you, and my apologies, my kid's screaming in the room next door. He's playing some kind of video game with his friends. It's really loud. Are you feeling a little overwhelmed by social media? Are you feeling a little frustrated with Facebook and Instagram and your organic reach that's kind of in the tank? Are you, maybe you're over on YouTube and you got a baby channel. I got a YouTube baby channel. If you gotta go find it, it's sherissepins. I'd love more subscribers. I think I'm up to 41 or 42 subscribers right now. I'd love some more. Come subscribe on that channel. I do extra content over there. It's different stuff than this here. And you're frustrated and you're like, how do I get my stuff in front of more people? How do I get more results? How do I get more information out to the world? I'm just going to move you a little closer. How do I figure this out? Because it's so frustrating when you're new, isn't it? You're like, I know there's got to be a way. Or if you're older, if you've been around for a while like me, and you're still like, there's got to be a way. This cannot be the way that everybody gets clients. They cannot just use this method of hunt for people on Facebook, friend them, talk to them, go into other groups, comment, like, and share, repeat and rinse and repeat. And oh my God, I'm going crazy. So the point where you're spending half of every workday just doing networking talk things. It's enough to make you crazy. It really is. So if that's you, raise your hand, give me a like, give me a heart. I don't care. Say yes in some way, shape, or form if that's you. Because if that is, I have good news. I really do. And the good news is this: you don't have to do this anymore. There are other options like Pinterest. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, but Pinterest is social media. It isn't, though. Okay, here's the big thing with Pinterest: it's not social media. Everybody thinks Pinterest is social media because it feels social media-ish, but it's not. It's a search engine. It's a very powerful search engine. It is the only visual search engine in the world, and it is the third most popular search engine after the two that are owned by the Alphabet company, Google and YouTube. It's number 3, which makes it really number 2 in my books. It's the second most popular by independent company. It's also completely independently owned and operated. It is not beholden to Zuckerberg or Google or any of those companies. It is its own standalone thing. It's kind of cool. I like to say that Pinterest is what would come out if Instagram and Google and Amazon had a baby. If Instagram and Google and Amazon had a baby. Just imagine that for just a minute. It would look an awful lot like Pinterest because it would be a visual search engine for products and services. Sounds an awful lot like that little baby weirdo thing, doesn't it? It does, absolutely. So if that sounds interesting to you, I'm going to run through some stats because I've heard that my stats are quite interesting to people. So, and these numbers are a bit outdated. I know I've heard bigger numbers thrown around, but I cannot confirm them. I know that with COVID having happened, Pinterest's numbers are all kind of through the roof, but I have not been able to confirm anything. So I'm still going with my old pre COVID numbers just because I can. Okay, so 70 million users, registered users around the world. I think 60% of them are North American, Canadian, and the US. It's a big number. Um, of those, 66% are women aged 25 to 54. Isn't that your ideal target market? Isn't that most of our ideal target markets part of it? Um, 40% of them have a household income of over $100,000 a year. 40%. And I want to say it's 60 or 70% or something crazy like that have, I think it's 70 actually, have at least some college, if not a full on college or university degree. They are smart, they are well educated, and they have families, and they have income, which means they have disposable income, which means that I don't care what your actual pain points and your heaven things are, they're your ideal market just simply by default because they actually have the income to pay for your things. And at the end of the day, isn't that what we really want? We want someone who can afford to pay for our things. It's all well and good. It really is. It's all well and good to be like, I just do my thing for the from the blessings of my heart because the universe tells me. Bullshit. We all want to get paid. Let's be honest here, okay? Let's be honest to ourselves, to other people. We need to get paid. That's how this works. We're not doing this because we love sunshine and rainbows and unicorn farts. Absolutely not. We're doing this because it is our business. And as a business, you deserve to get paid. I deserve to get paid. So let's make that happen, shall we? Absolutely, right? Okay, so these mythical unicorn women who are on Pinterest and your ideal market, they spend an average of 98 minutes a month on Pinterest. 98 minutes a month. They're pinning an average of 2.5 billion pins. Billion little page views, those little squares, those little, I like to call them postage stamps. 2.5 billion of those little postage stamps every month. Shouldn't some of those billions be yours? Let's be honest here. Shouldn't some of them be yours? I like to think that your products and your services are so amazing and you just need more eyeballs in front of them in order to sell them, in order to transform the lives that you know you need to be transforming. Because let's be honest, it's all well and good to be amazing at your job, but if you can't get people to take the next step, if you can't find enough bodies, then you can be the best in the whole world. And if nobody knows about you, you're going to end up working at McDonald's. And that sucks. I worked at McDonald's as a teenager. Never again. Maybe for my kid, but not for me. I don't know about you, but something about McDonald's being an employer that I'm like, no, please, not as an adult. Please don't make me do that. So out of those 98 minutes and out of those 70 million users, 93% of them use Pinterest to plan purchases. 93%. 87% of them have actually clicked a pin and clicked the link on the pin and then bought the thing at least once. 87%. They are, let me say it again, they are well educated, high net worth, and they are buying. They are not just looky-loos. We like to think they're looky-loos. Everybody's like, well, Pinterest is all about aspirational. Yes, But when they find something they really aspire to and that really resonates with them, and they're like, I need this right now, they will click and they will take action. But you have to give them a reason. That's where your ad copy comes in. Now, here's the thing that we haven't really talked about this week yet. If you are just tuning in and you did not watch any of the previous sessions that I've done this week, go back and watch them because I've given you an awful lot of really good information. Today, we're going to talk about pins themselves, though. Pins are basically free ads. Free ads that you're just able to put out there hundreds and hundreds of times like confetti, dropping it into the wind and just see where it goes. Or like dandelion fluff. You're just blowing it into the wind, and where maybe not during COVID times, not on people, but you're blowing it into the wind and just letting it float wherever it floats, okay? That's what pins are. But you really need to approach pins as ads. So what would you, in your dream world, if Pinterest did not, or sorry, if the blue behemoth, Facebook, did not have all of the silly petty rules and regulations and nightmare stuff about what you can say and how you can say it and what the picture needs to look like and all the junk, okay? And where you can send them, what your landing pages have to look like. Don't even get me started about talking about self-love. I tried to do a webinar on self-love once. I got my ad account shut right down because of it. Not even just like, no, you can't. No. They shut down my account. And they never actually came out and said you can't talk about self-love, but they shut down my ad account for it. It was insanity. Oh my God. If you could say anything that you wanted to your ideal clients, what would you say? You can say it on Pinterest. As long as you are PG, there are no real rules. You can pretty much say anything you want. Now, if you have a professional organization that you are, I know, Chris, right? If you have a professional organization, say you are an accountant or a doctor or a nutritionist or something like that, there may be rules that you have to follow in your professional organization, but there are no rules when it comes to Pinterest. You can say anything. You can talk directly to your ideal client. Do you have this hell? Would you like this heaven? You can't do that in a Facebook ad. You can do that a little bit in a Facebook post, but you might get less reach. But there are no limits in Pinterest. You can be as brazen as you want when it comes to talking about heaven and hell. Heaven and hell. I'm forever doing that backwards. Heaven and hell. You can do anything. Anything. And you can point those pins to anywhere in the universe. So if you are an affiliate marketer, create pins for all of the things that you want to do affiliate marketing for. I might actually talk about affiliate marketing at some point because I've gotten a couple of really great places to find affiliate marketing links, and Pinterest is a fantastic place for sharing those links and getting the signups. Ooh, I might do that. I mean, yes, you probably want to do a landing page of some kind or a blog post of some kind where you're then talking about it and talking it up and selling it to them. But yeah, exactly, Chris. Oh my God, my other business is Tranquility Soul Spa. So anybody who's followed my personal page, you've noticed that probably. Tranquility Soul Spa, I'm all about anxiety. I'm all about self-love. I'm all about your inner child and talking to your intuition and all of that stuff. And it is almost impossible to get ads approved when you talk about any of their actual problems. It's like, what do you want me to say? I mean, you can maybe talk about how you had those problems and how you got out of it, but oh my God, that just doesn't resonate necessarily. And even then, you're walking a fine line because if you mention the word self-love, they're still going to punch you. Pinterest doesn't have those problems. Now, there is a character limit. It's quite a short character limit, so you can't make a big thing, but you write a little bit of ad copy, a short form ad copy, and you point them to your thing. Now, maybe your thing is a blog post where you talk about it a little more and you lay it out a little bit more, like a long form Facebook post, and you're really digging into it and you're really making them feel really juicy, sad, scared, unhappy, blah about their pain points, and you're giving them such hope for their future about what those dream outcomes could actually be. Maybe you're doing that. I don't know. But you have that opportunity with Pinterest that you don't have with Facebook. You don't have that with Instagram because they kind of censor it a little bit. It sucks, but they do. Um, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about the business account side of things. Now, okay, yes, you do, Chris. You absolutely want to talk about essential oils because Pinterest is fantastic for that. There are a ton of, I shouldn't say there are a ton. I'm about to talk about that right now, okay? But there are other people on Pinterest who are selling essential oils, who are selling essential oils for anxiety, who are selling essential oils for health, who are selling essential oils for weight loss. All the things, all the reasons that you can use essential oils. Okay, fantastic, fantastic niche. Hit me up, Chris. We'll chat. We'll go chat about it. Okay, so there are only, last known research, 500,000. This might be going up a little bit because there are a few of us talking about this now. There are only about 500,000 Pinterest business accounts that have been claimed, which means that they are linked to an actual website and there's some tracking going on back and forth. Of those 500,000, probably half of them have taken one of those, I'm about to get real here, those kind of shitty standalone courses for how to get started on Pinterest. And the reason that I say they're kind of shitty is generally there isn't a whole lot of support with them. They tend to get you just so far and then you get stuck. And then because Pinterest is only one little corner of that company's business, they really don't offer any other options. And so you can either become a full-fledged social media client of theirs for a small fortune, or you're SOL and you're back to figuring it out on your own. And so about half of those Pinterest accounts are dormant. They got it started, they did a little bit, and then they got stuck and they kind of stopped and they gave up and they walked away from it. And because they were disgusted, they were like, shit, I don't care. I'm walking away from it. It's making me mad. I'm done. I'm out. Right? Of what's left, probably half of them actually have a decent strategy in place. The other half, they're kind of bumbling along. They're not quite sure what they want. They don't quite understand how to use the platform. They're not optimizing anything. They're not actually using their keywords and hashtags in the right place. They really aren't really understanding exactly what they need to do. And that leaves you with about, what is that? 125,000 active, optimized, strategized business accounts. 125,000 for the entire planet, people. 125,000. That's nothing. That's a drop in the bucket. There's probably 125,000 people in your niche. And there's 125,000 people total with business accounts that are actually doing the thing that they're expected to be doing on Pinterest. That's a crazy number. Crazy low number. Now, I'm not saying, here's the big secret, okay? Pinterest isn't an immediate results kind of thing, okay? It is a long-term strategy. Will you see results right out of the gate? Probably. Will they get better with time? Absolutely. I like to tell clients to expect it to take 3 to 6 months to really have that account hit its stride, to have that account converting the way it should, to have that account doing the things that we want it to do. 3 to 6 months. So you have to be patient. And that is not something that, as people in this society, in this moment, that is not something we're real good at. All of that patience stuff. We really don't tend to be real good at it, do we? We want instant gratification. We're like the next hit of dopamine. we're really into that Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, where it's like out of the gate or nothing. Give me something, give me my hit right out of the gate. Especially Facebook, right? It's an Instagram. They're like instant gratification and then it fades and then in 3 months you're really kind of dead. You really can't even find it anymore. Trust me, I have just in a little teeny tiny group. Actually, the last program group that I ran, we were trying to find the videos. My sister and Sylvia and I, we were trying to find the videos earlier today, and we're like, "How do we find the old videos? Oh my god!" And it's crazy. It's crazy because the content just disappears, and then you can never find it again. I dare you to remember a post that you did a year ago, that you wrote a year ago, or that you reposted a year ago on Facebook that you loved. Think about it real hard. Now think about how you'd go find it. Yeah, exactly. On Pinterest, you think about that post, you go type it in, you say my pins, and it pops it up. And because you've saved it at least 10 times by the 40-ish pins, you've got maybe 400 of it just pop up. Hey, Francis, you got maybe 400 of that pin of that answer that popped up. You're like, that's the ad copy that I was looking for. Thank you, Pinterest. Go do that on Facebook. I dare you. Go do that on Facebook. You're not going to be able to. It sucks. I love Facebook. I love you, Zucky, but oh my God. Oh my God. It's just so crazy. It just is mind-boggling how bad it can be to try and find old content on Pinterest, on Facebook. On Pinterest, it's super easy. Super easy. Um, so that's my information about all my stats, okay? So let's talk a little bit more about pins themselves because having the actual pins and really understanding what they are is crucial to real success on Pinterest. I know, Francis, you are another Pinterest expert, so you know this already, and you can back this up with me. Pinterest pins are ads. You need to make sure that that ad copy is primo. It needs to convert. You need to talk about their problems in a way that they can relate to. You need to talk about their dream outcomes in a way that gets them really, really excited about it. You need to mesh all of that with your solution and really understanding how you get them from point A to point B and how that absolutely creates something more. It creates a desire within them, a fire. They can't get you out of their minds. And here's the biggest secret. This one is mind blowing. And every time I say this, I get more excited about it because this is so much fun. You are so welcome, Chris. I can't wait to talk to you. So yes, let's hit me up, shoot me a private message, and we'll chat. Okay. Um, okay. So here's the secret. Okay. I think I've lost my train of thought here. Let me back up a little bit. Oh my gosh. Don't you hate when you're talking and you have this really great point that you're going to make and it disappears? Anybody else ever have that where you're like, damn, it was a really good one too. And now it's just gone. Gone. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. Okay. Kind of, sort of. Confirmation bias. Confirmation bias. Okay. We all like to believe that there are signs from the universe, right? Sometimes the signs from the universe are not actually signs from the universe. Sometimes the signs from the universe are just smart marketing strategy. Here's the thing, okay? Right? All the time, Sylvia says, yes, absolutely. Confirmation bias is when we see something often enough that we're kind of thinking that it's a sign from the universe. Sometimes it's, I really want a red car and all the cars that you see on the road are red. And sometimes it's you really want the solution to your problems and you keep seeing the same messages over and over and over again. And that's what happens on Pinterest because you are creating those 20 templates. And out of that, you're doing 20 video pins and 20 static pins. That's 40 pins to 10 boards. That's 400 pins. So those people that are spending 98 minutes a month on Pinterest searching for the answer to their problems or for the inspiration to live their best life, they're on there thinking, damn, the universe must really want me to fix this problem. They're on their phones because they're always using their phones for Pinterest. Nobody uses their desktop for Pinterest except for us marketers. So they're on their phone and they're scrolling through Pinterest, the little teeny tiny postage stamp pins. Keep that in mind. The pins are always postage stamps. So they're sorting through all of these pins and they keep seeing, every time they go into Pinterest, they're seeing the same message over and over and over again from you. Because you're talking about the same 2 or 3 things over and over and over again, maybe 5 things. And they're seeing them over and over and over again. Different colors, different schemes, different pictures. But it's the same message. And because it's different enough, their brain doesn't recognize it as the exact same. And so what happens? Boy, the universe wants me to take care of this problem. My God, I just can't get away from, yeah, okay, it is this big of a problem. Oh, okay, universe, I hear you. I'm going to do it right now. And then they click. Shouldn't you be the one that they're saying, okay, universe, I hear you. Let's do this. And not your competition? Because guaranteed right now they're using your competition. Right now, your competition are in there and they are absolutely the one that your ideal clients right now are over there looking for answers and they are seeing your competition's answers and they're thinking, okay, universe, I hear you. I'm going to go get my problem solved. Fine. Maybe they're even a little angry, but fine. I'll get my problem solved, damn it. And there you go. Boom shakalaka. They're making sales and you're sitting over here on Facebook. Hi, Hey Girl Marketing yet? Oh my God, maybe you're even Hey Girl Marketing. You know what Hey Girl Marketing is? It's one of my pet peeves in the world. So Hey Girl Marketing is, and I'm sorry if you are one of the people who I've recently friended who has done this. Please don't do this anymore. The first message out of the gate. Hi, how are you? I'm so happy we connected. Here's my Facebook group. I'd really like for you to join. Okay. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. I don't know you from a hole in the ground yet. I don't know you from paint. And you're trying to get me to do your thing? Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Just be genuine and let them see stuff like this, where you're marketing, where you're actually talking about your thing in a way that provides a lot of value. Maybe you're doing posts. Maybe you're doing really long form, beautiful posts. One of my favorite mentors, Eleanor Strong, she is the queen of the long form post. Her business is on track to $1 million this year. The only marketing she does is long form posts, and she just talks about the exact same things over and over and over again, and she makes a killing at it. She does not message first. She has lots of friends though, but she just, anytime she wants a client, she puts a post out. She gets a client. It's crazy. It's crazy. So it can absolutely work, but you have to really know what you're doing when you're doing that. And if you're not there, maybe you want to use Pinterest. It's easier. It's less hassle than all of that fussing. Now, another really good option, if you really do want to do that first out of the gate, hit him and quit him kind of message, is what my friend Gwen Austin did. When we became friends on Facebook here, she messaged me. She's like, hey, so I have this Facebook group and it just started. And I really like your messaging, and I would love it if you would go live in my Facebook group and talk about Pinterest. And at the end of it, pitch. I don't care. Pitch. Go have fun with it. Do me a webinar. Do you want to do it as a video? Do you want to do it as a live? Do you want to do it as an interview? I don't care. Whatever you want to do. Oh my God, yes. I will join your group. I will engage with your group. I will do all the things. Because it's not just one person shouting into an echo chamber. if you're going to do, hey girl, join my group, do it that way, please. Give them a reason. Don't just hey girl them. Here's my group. It's fantastic. I don't care if it's fantastic. I don't care if if you had 10,000 people, I might care a little bit, just a little bit. I like bigger groups. They're good places to fish, just saying. But don't do that a lot, okay? See, my problem is, and I'm going to be perfectly transparent here, my problem is my ideal clients are not on Pinterest. My ideal clients are over here banging their heads against the Facebook nightmare and frustrated and overwhelmed and overworked and underpaid and annoyed. Annoyed. Completely annoyed. They're not over on Pinterest yet. They're scared of Pinterest. My ideal clients, they are like, I just couldn't even imagine. Maybe. Hey, Chris, it works. It really worked. It was like, yeah, I'll join your group. She's like, you can only just do the one pitch. I don't care. I'll go in there and pitch. Perfect. Um, it absolutely works. But yeah, you know, my ideal clients are here struggling and scared of Pinterest, or maybe they tried Pinterest and they got stuck. They're those 250,000 people that took the $200 course and they got stuck and they're like, now what? Or maybe they tried it on their own and they're doing okay. But they know that there's got to be easier ways because they're like, I could do no more than about 10 pins a month because that's a lot. It's a lot because they don't have a system. I teach a system. I teach strategy and systems and all the things. And it's fantastic. So I have a couple options for working with me. I'm just going to talk about them briefly here. Okay. I have a couple options for working with me, and I love them. I love them to death. So the number one option that I am absolutely in love with right now is my live group program. It is 6 weeks of about 2 to 3 hours a week of actual work. There's an hour for the class, and which is live, and no pre-recorded shit for me. I don't do pre-recorded shit. Maybe at some point, but for right now, I want it to be live because I want you guys to be able to ask questions. And you can't ask questions if you're not live with me. So live, and you get one-on-one time with me. You get 3 one-on-one sessions that give you all the answers that you could possibly need. We work on everything together. You get my expert eyes and opinions on everything. Everything from soup to nuts, from the very first click of starting your Pinterest account to the very last thing that you do on Tailwind, which is setting up smart loops and joining tribes and sending pins into tribes and repinning out of tribes. All the stuff in between, hashtags and keywords and board covers and board descriptions and board titles and your profile description and pin templates and how to make those pin templates pop, and then how to use those pin templates to really create a strategy that really works. It's fantastic. It's so much fun. And it's so cheap, so cheap. We start next week. We're supposed to start next week, and we would love to have you join. Love to have you join. Who's this for? This is for you if you are struggling with Pinterest or with Facebook and Instagram. This is for you also if you are a VA and you just want really to understand how to use Pinterest so that you could be a Pinterest VA, so that you can really get your clients the exact results. You can even call yourself a Pinterest strategist right out of the gate with this kind of strategy. All the things that I teach. Absolutely. And the more the merrier. There's not nearly enough of us right now. So come join us, hang out with us, learn from the best, and then go back and teach it yourself or do it yourself. So that is my Pinterest group program. We start on the 30th. Very, very excited about it. 6 days. Oh my God, can you believe it? I'm so excited. I'm such a nerd. So there's that way to work with me. The other way to work with me, if you don't want to do it in a group setting, you can do all 9 sessions one-on-one. It does cost you a little more, a lot more, but you're certainly welcome to do that. Or if you want to not worry about it, not do the things yourself. I do have a done for you program. It's not my favorite thing to do, but I definitely know how to do it. It's a little more pricey, but it's worth it. If you really want to take advantage of Pinterest, but you do not want to do the work yourself, this might be a good option for you. It might be a very good option for you. But that it does involve an ongoing monthly fee to have us manage your account. Um, Definitely works though. Definitely works. So I'm going to drop the link for the group program down below, unless Sylvia wants to do it right now. And we invite you to go have a look at that landing page, see if it resonates with you. If it does, great. If it doesn't, well, no harm done. I didn't even mention all of the bonuses that you get as part of joining the program or even working with me. I have an offer Bible that is fantastic, gives you lots of, I think I have 7 different post styles that you can do that are all offers that give you really great ways to position your offers so that they'll get comments and likes and shares and clicks. Because on Pinterest, the whole goal is the click and then the buy. Whether they are paying with their email address or cash on the barrel, you want the click. You want the click. You also get my keyword and hashtag research form along with my keyword and hashtag research vault. My cat has just got her claw caught in my grandmother's chair. I'm going to cry. She's about to rip it. Okay. Um, trying not to look, trying not to look. So that is fantastic. And then you also get, stop it. Okay, now she's got 2 claws. Okay, I may need to let you go, but there are other bonuses. Hit me up and I will let you know what they are. She's ripping things to shreds. So I will talk to you all later. Bye.